greetings. As the volume of energy flowing through the planet increases, all blocks of your consciousness are strengthened at all levels of their manifestation. Nothing will remain unaffected by this process, be it the physical, mental, emotional or spiritual body. Unconscious, not expressed feelings and ideas form obstacles to the free flow of energy, the purpose of which is to unite you into a single whole. You need to help this process by taking responsibility for yourself. As soon as a prejudice or unwillingness to deal with something is indicated in your mind, a certain difficulty, I do not want to know this. I hate it in myself. I don't like it. You can be sure that a magnifying glass will appear above such a thought and it will be displayed to you from the outside without fail. You will squeak and wriggle until you yourself come to the only correct decision. If you do not resolve this contradiction and find the correct solution, then such behavior will lead you to an extremely difficult situation. There is a gradual increase in the intensity of the manifestation of blocks in order to teach people responsibility for their lives and the need to clearly formulate goals and intentions. Message from the Pleiadians. Now, some people will be able to enter the 12-spiral mode of operation for a very short period of time, others will not make a shift in consciousness for many years. This is due to the fact that each person is individually encoded. In this case, the encoding of each subsequent increased frequency can occur only if the person is ready to integrate this vibration frequency. Many are already experiencing tremendous difficulties in the early stages of implementing this plan. Most of the inhabitants of the earth have convinced themselves that there is only one reality and there can be no other reality. This type of consciousness can lead to a delay in the evolution of the human race. As all 12 spirals come into full force, there will be an awakening of inner knowledge, those knowledge that are outside of school skills. Humanity will discover inner knowledge, the knowledge of oneself and the fact that there is something more than just the physical world. Believe it. Know this. Understand this. Message from the Pleiadians. The more clearly you hold in your mind the concept that thought creates reality, the freer you will become. You will eliminate the stress of powerlessness from your life. Hold your vision and help your light buddy bring meaning to everything you do. To prepare to receive this energy, sit quietly, close your eyes, and imagine your entire body filling with light. Imagine how light washes and cleans your cells. Then ask all parts of your body to work together to unleash their full potential. If your body will interact in harmony within, then it will become much easier for you as an individual consciousness to work with everything from the outside. Those who are ill on the inside have difficulty communicating externally. Get your internal mechanisms working by visualizing what you want to achieve. The teachings of the Pleiades. Remember, you yourself chose when to be born, your own sacred moment. Eons and eons of years you choose your time, and then, due to some fixation on reality, you forget about it. You forget to live. The periods of life in forgetfulness also contain their tests in the enclosures of being, but now the enclosures are falling to the ground, for the winds of change have come to dispel your conditioning, your perceptions and your ideas about yourself. You must learn to believe in your own uniqueness, your ability to create, for genius grows inside you. It is important to love both yourself and what has happened in your life. It is important to vibrate with a frequency of acceptance and understanding, and to find lessons in your experience. This attitude will create a good feeling in your body, for self-love strengthens the immune system, changes cells, since the frequency of love is the most powerful force in all existence. Message from the Pleiadians. We address this information to the soul and heart of each of you. We ask you to hear the call, recognize it and come forward as members of the family of light. Have the courage, on all days of your journey on this planet, to live in accordance with your inner light and share it with everyone you meet on your way. This does not mean preaching. Just carry the light within you, that which you are, find a certain purpose in the simplicity of your existence, flood this planet with light during its deep transformation. This process can be compared to a child's game. Cold, hot. You feel excited, uplifted as your destiny reveals itself, and you move from the logical level of consciousness to the direct experience of perception. When your pattern of action on this planet begins to activate, and you feel energized as you approach the correct course. This process can be compared to a child's cold, hot game. You feel excited, uplifted as your destiny reveals itself, and you move from the logical level of consciousness to the direct experience of perception. This happens because the quality of your thoughts, the processes of your consciousness come in line with your purpose. Your entire body, not just your mind, absorbs information. If you allow yourself to freely experience all your emotions while maintaining your composure, your experience of life will become much richer. You limit your life experience by judging yourself and your emotions without understanding what you are going through and trying to control your emotions with your logical mind. Message from the Pleiadians. We want to ask each of you to make a commitment to living a cleaner, more flawless life. We ask all of you to take responsibility for the areas of your life that you are afraid to look at. We want each of you to act as if he clearly knows what is going on. Act as if you feel guided by a divine hand. With every decision you make, trust that you are always in the right place at the right time. Say to yourself, everything I do is selected for me in such a way as to allow me to grow spiritually most rapidly, passing into a higher state of consciousness, reaching the heights of evolution. Message from the Pleiadians. The times are great, they are conducive to spiritual growth. It's just that they don't remind you of this every day as a certain kind of life. You, humanity, stand on that the stage of your development, when you are required to make a leap to nowhere in the absolute belief that everything will work out. We want to turn to you with a request, whoever you are, no matter what happens, no matter how harsh the current events seem to you, we ask you to bring laughter and humor, love and joy of life into every day of your existence. Stop and say, look, we don't understand anything anymore, let's stop and laugh. Let's have a cup of tea. Let's go to the frequency of pleasure. The teachings of the Pleiadians.